I hold this sign every day on Route 1.
Really? How'd you end up doing that?
There was a sign on the door that said, hold a sign on Route 1. Really, hold a sign, that's all I had to do. And I was like, that sounds like a good idea. I like this coffee shop, and it gives me time to learn French. I'm sitting out there.
Parlez-vous français?
I used to speak French, so I got all these like French tapes. And so I sit out there holding the sign and listening to them, and nobody can hear me talking. Everybody's just driving past, so I'm speaking in French out there, like a crazy person.
That's awesome.
It's pretty fun, yeah.
What are you holding there?
Sign. So, I didn't design it. Frankie made it, I think.
Who's Frankie?
Manager.
Manager.
He hired me.
Good answer. This is what it's like here at the college Perk. She still has to make it across the highway of death. A lot of people have tried. Many families have been lost on Route 1. There's John C. Flood giving a shout out for the kids. All right, she's going. Man, she faked this out, kids. I'm sitting here with the owner of the Perk. I say owner, but is that really a fair thing to say? I mean, does anyone own the Perk? Anyway, this is Chris Gordon. He's also in the process of either committing an act of terror or launching a man in a lawn chair into space. Tell us which one of the two choices it is, Chris.
Well, we're hoping for the launching the man, but there's also the possibility that I'll fall in for option one, hopefully.
Yeah, where'd you get the idea?
There's a guy named Larry Walters on July 2nd, 1982, tied 43 helium balloons onto a lawn chair and launched himself. He planned to go to an altitude of about 600 feet and float toward the Rockies, but instead he went to 16,000 feet and floated over top of LAX, which got him into a lot of trouble. Eventually he got saved, landed safely, and
they'd probably shoot you down here.
Probably. If you go over DC, my guess is yes, we'll probably shoot you down.
Probably.
Yeah, we're going to try to avoid that too.
We all successfully duplicated Larry Walker's feed, or is this like an open challenge to all rednecks around the world?
It's an open challenge to all rednecks.
What does your fiance/widow say about this?
She's not overly thrilled about it. Luckily enough, she's going to be at her other job during this time.
That's right. She sells what is this? Tchotchkes?
Tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes to little old ladies. That's her famous saying. What do you expect to achieve doing this? I mean, there must be a purpose to this.
There's no purpose other than to celebrate Larry Walters on this. I mean, that's kind of the American thing to do, you know? So go do something just because you can. Just because no one else has done it. For no other reason.
You know what? I have to say that is the American can-do spirit.
That's it. Larry Walters always wanted to fly. He wanted to do it, you know, in an inexpensive and fun kind of way. And a lawn chair, 43 helium balloons, and some helium, and he was set.
Hey, speaking of which, how much is this costing you?
It's about $500.
$500. And how many flights into space do you think you'll be able to make? Just one, or?
Oh, well, we'll probably be tethered, so it'll be a couple.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't plan to free flight this. I'm not looking to die. So the worst thing that'll happen to me is one of the balloons will pop and I'll come to the Earth really fast.
Wow. That's
This year we're using two 16-foot diameter balloons.
Oh yeah, tell us about the specifics of the flight.
It's two 16-foot diameter balloons. Each of them should lift about 137 pounds. Next year we're going to go with a whole bunch of smaller.
Is that enough to lift you, my friend?
237-pound balloons, yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Just making sure. No, but I mean that's taking into account the lawn chair and you,
The lawn chair
right?
only weighs like 2 pounds.
Okay, just make.
Taking the phone off your porch.
Oh, you're taking my. Oh,
It's
great.
not your lawn chair. Where'd you get it?
What, that lawn chair? Hey, by the way, I'll have you. What are your feelings about the Perk? Now that you've been open for a while and it's kind of morphed into what it is, what are your thoughts about it? Where do you see it going? Where do you see yourself going? That kind of thing.
I'm actually pretty happy with it. I was on the front porch the other day, and it was one of those ones, somebody had stolen the tip jar that night. It was one of those nights where I wasn't overly happy with it. Some girl walks out, probably in her mid-20s. She was down here, obviously down here visiting friends. She didn't know who I was. She didn't know I owned the place. But she saw her friends next to me and says, you know, she goes, this place makes me wish I'd gone to the University of Maryland.
Oh, it's a great compliment.
I mean, I never said anything to her, but it was one of those, it doesn't really get any better than that. I was pretty happy with that. But as far as where it's going, probably more of the same, more better. I don't know, more of the better stuff, I should say, hopefully. Planning to close a few more areas, add some more seating, build up the houses back here, maybe make them nightly rentals at some point way down the road.
It's already been done before, successfully, I might add.
By the hour.
By the hour.
But we're not talking about your house.
Hey, we're not talking about me either. We're talking about Red Light Jimmy.
Yes.
For the record, ladies and gentlemen, for the record.